Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and today we're playing some Genshin Impact. We're gonna be continuing the Lantern Rite story. Thank you, Len, for the boof. Hello, hello. Yeah, the last time I streamed Genshin Impact, I only did part 1. So, now we're just gonna see how many parts we can get through within a 2-hour period. That is literally it. Also, I've been trying to do as much wishing on the Chronicle banner as I can. I have not gotten a 5-star yet, which is very sad. Ooh, fit check. Sure. You know what, since the stream hasn't, since the cringe content hasn't started yet, I'm just gonna switch to full view. But, yeah, black crop top hoodie, red t-shirt underneath, and hiking pants. Also, something that I ended up reminding myself about is that the actual holiday that Lantern Rite is based on, Chinese New Year, runs all the way to the 12th of February, so... So literally by the time that this stream is transferred over to YouTube, Chinese New Year will have already, ended. I guess. Also, I just realized that I need to make sure that, stuff is transferred. Because I've been for... Okay. We're all good. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be transferred over. Anyways, I forgot to turn on the audio things. There. Quests. This. Oh, we have event stuff. Jeez. Okay, tomorrow I'll get more fates. Okay. Why is there still more event stuff that I haven't done? Oh, Imaginary Theater reset. Nice. I will do that off camera. Damn. I am not... I am just incapable of paying attention today, good grief. So, yeah, I am loosely hoping that I'll, I will be able to get that 5-star. Because I do only have about a week left in the Chronicle banner. How much time is left in the version? Oh shoot. Okay, so next week is just the last full week of this version. Okay, cool. I mean, if I don't end up getting a 5-star, then I only really have myself to blame. Because I've been donating more time to Star Rail.
Hello, you two. I'm
Hello.
so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
Still? Uh-oh.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Oh my.
Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a
That's
huge
shrimp roast.
deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Yeah. Still, up. Coming! How long has it been? Happy Lantern Rite.
Coming.
Happy Lantern Rite, Coming.
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Shenyu Vale. It works out nicely because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway, so 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that? We have our ways. Also, I will continuously point out just how floofy Gaming's hair looks. Just look at that.
No. We just ran into Singcho a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Yeah. Phew, you scared me there for a second. I thought we'd sprung a leak. And on the one job that we were specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. Sorry. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count and then we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Singcho's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
I just kind of spaced out because I was trying to imagine like what I would look like if I had a Gaming cosplay. Not the greatest look, but could work. Oh, the Baiju part is news to me, but anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. Okay. Excuse me. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst, so don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Singcho?
Probably just in case. Just to kind of check up on how he's doing. Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu is already back home in Shenyu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
I mean, he is Mr. Doctor Man. Alright, well, I better get moving. Next time, we're going for dim sum. Fine, but I'm not letting you pay this time.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
Oh, well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. A most curious coincidence, he was searching for you, too.
I was indeed.
Oh.
Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Chi-Chi gone for 2 days, Hu Tao gone for... Hu Tao...
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
The first one's a little more likely, but not by much.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
And did you? There's also a rule in the notebook which says not finding herbs okay, getting home late not okay. But she's now over a day late and still no sign of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
That's very concerning. Never, hence our concern that something has happened to her, so we posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
We're literally adventurers, Baiju. Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Flattering. Where'd you send her to go herb gathering?
Wong Hill, in the Chingsa mountain range.
Well, that makes sense.
Chingsa again, huh?
Yeah, it kind of seems like Chingsa is a very suspicious place right now.
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there.
Wulong Hill specifically. That's an area that Hu Tao frequents, and I swear, if Hu Tao got to Chi-Chi...
I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
And that's even more concerning. We can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
You count on me, I count on my fingers. Or in my head. Anyways, stupid jokes aside, let's go to Wulong Hill and make sure that Hu Tao didn't get to Chi-Chi. I feel like at some point someone is just going to making a compilation of all the really terrible jokes that I've told over the 7 years of me doing this. It's going to happen one day. Well, a lot of stuff to sort through though. Anyways.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Wait! How fitting that I'm using Xiao.
Disappear.
Wait.
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably. Likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting!
Not entirely unlikely.
The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wulong Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too.
Then what happened to Chi-Chi?
One second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast. And so, she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
Perfectly logical arguments, but somehow still not very credible.
Alright then.
Especially
Well,
considering that
let's
Chi-Chi
get the
exercises
clues.
a lot
We'll see
to
who's right
make sure that her limbs don't stiffen up. Literally one of her idle voice lines is just her stretching.
Huh? What was that sound? Ah! Ghost incoming!
You scare too easily. Hold up, it's me. Oh, Galen. Hello.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kind of was, just not by ghosts apparently.
That's right. I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not so easy to spook. Well, I'm not. Paimon certainly is. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But
Which
yeah,
will just
but
make me go there
Chi-Chi.
anyway.
She went missing around here, and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of this. Kiss me on the lips and bite my tongue. Ugh. I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found an herb gatherer's basket partway up the mountain, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore. Then
What
where
makes
could she
you so
be?
sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe, but beyond this point, I can't be sure. So, you're here to look for her as well? No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Shingsa Village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Raju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chingsa Village.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend thus far. Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Chingsa Village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've borne the brunt of it.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I'll bet Hu Tao and Lanyan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mystery. I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Come on out with it. Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
Knowing her, I don't know. I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lanyan and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Which isn't much comfort. To be fully honest. Because Hu Tao has an extreme itch when it comes to putting Chi-Chi permanently to rest. And Chi-Chi literally hates Hu Tao for that very reason. Alright, but yeah, let's go talk to Ningguang. In the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year. Oh, hey Beto. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're going to say next. You sure have a way with words. Alright, fine, it's a yes. Did Ningguang just propose, or...? The Gate of Rite in Stone Forest, yeah? I'll handle it. I knew I could count on the great Captain Beto to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments, just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. The deal is sealed and then the trap is sprung. Well, you've got me now, so what about your share? How much will that rob me of? Oh please, firstly, no one can rob the Tianquan, not even me. And secondly, keep my share, it's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. These two are the most lesbian-coded characters that I've ever met in this game. And I'm not even kidding. These two are the most lesbian characters I've met in all of Genshin Impact, and they turn it up to 11 whenever it's Lantern Rite. And it makes me laugh every single time. Hello, hello.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Ah, little Paimon, that bright-eyed enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Wonderful. Sorry, I gotta dash. See you around, folks. See ya. Happy Lantern Rite. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this, but I did get, Lanyan off camera. So I'm working on, leveling her up and building her however I can. Beto never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong though, is she? The Traveler and Paimon have actually been there before. That makes them the perfect
Where?
candidates.
Where's there?
No clue. I know you're looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lanyan are currently stranded inside the border.
The border? That border?
Oh boy. Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Yeah, that's kind of a point of curiosity. How did, on my end, how did Ningguang know we've even been there before?
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
Fair. How are you so sure they're at the border? Time's limited, so I can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief bit of background of the current situation. Okay, so once again, the strange illness. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and sure enough found an ominous presence on Wuwang Hill. Then 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We'd agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yelan to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location was Wuwang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Lanyan. I'm about 90% sure that all three of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Definitely, since Hu Tao really knows her way around that area. Now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can.
Yeah.
But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that, though. You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons! We get to see my husband.
Xiao, of course!
Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture, so naturally he's been briefed on the situation. This rescue mission is of the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Consider it done. Then I'll wait here for the good news. Alright, cool, we get to visit our husband. And have him guide us to the border of life and death. We got lucky. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? The gates array. We have now found the locations of the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kuching and Ganyu are handling the gates of life and concealment, and Beto has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the Gate of Fright. That leaves the Gate of Injury. I racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this one than you. I see. It's in the chasm. Eh boy. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Hu, she said that if worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve obfuscating one of the people involved? That's what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time. Right, seek assistance from my husband, the Conqueror of Demons. Actually, how... Will this run to the end of the version? I think if we are unable to finish up this episode, we might be able to finish up next Thursday. I don't know. Yeah, I think we should be able to finish up next Thursday if we're unable to finish up tonight. Hey, Xiao.
Xiao, you're already here.
It's you two. Where's Yelan? There's been a bit of a change of plan. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine. Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
That's not gonna make him feel better. The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You'll face great peril at every step of the way. There are people stranded there. We have to get them back.
Exactly. Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Yeah, and I don't really like breaking promises if I can help it. As certain people in chat are already well aware of. Please, go back and tell them to send Yelan instead.
What? Are we not good enough?
Thank you for the hydrate. Sub for mainstream begging. Yes, fill the meters. Because my mods are getting very impatient for the maid outfit stream, and I want to play Persona. I want to play Persona for you guys. I've been waiting years. Years and years and years. So, yes, fill these 2 meters and the fun things happen. Please. But yeah, Xiao is so protective, and it's honestly so friggin' cute. I'd feel more comfortable sending Yelan. She's privy to a secret art practiced by our clan, plus she has extensive experience in battle. If anything was to happen to the Traveler...
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too.
Xiao is an absolute sweetheart, and I am dying on that hill.
Come on, think of something.
Oh yeah, just... just name drop his dad.
Huh? What do you...
Show Xiao the Rex one.
Oh, yeah, so, This is a protective talisman that
If he
John Lee
actually
gave us.
believes this.
It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See?
Paimon is really bad at lying.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
We didn't sign an official contract, so that technically doesn't hold true. I knew he wouldn't fall for it. I knew that Xiao wouldn't fall for it. Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhang Li swindled us!
Paimon, I'm gonna say this again, you're terrible at lying. Anyways, what's worrying you? I fear the bad karma I carry would only disturb the border further, so while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're
Excuse me.
worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
Again, he's such a protective sweetheart. I don't know how this man could have haters. And yes, there are people who hate Xiao. Who hate this absolute tsundere being on our screens at this very moment. And I don't get why. Anyways, I'm not the one you should be worried
Right!
about.
Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we have already been there
Yep,
before.
that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
I'm not even sure that's a word, but okay. Dare to trust us. Very well then, hold tight. I'm not even gonna joke about the fact that I absolutely love Xiao, because it's just very much apparent at this point. I've been a dedicated Xiao main since I got him.
Whoa, that was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No, balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangshan funeral parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, fetor is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is. That will be our entrance.
That was amazing. So you can see fetor?
Evidently. With my adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's fetor or not, we shall see soon enough. Okay, so we already have his burst up and out. Attack the ball of where? Oh, here.
Monsters!
Wait.
Worthless! Here!
Anyways. So the flow is going this way, so there's a ball right here. And there's the entrance. This this is the place.
Looks like it was Fetter you saw back there after all.
Yeah, seems like it. As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Don't worry, we'll be alright. Whoa.
Huh? What did you do?
That's what I'm wondering. I placed a witness sigil on your forehead so you can share my powers of perception. Ooh. When you find them, call my name and I'll open a passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Be extremely careful. He is so protective. Alright, let's go.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Probably because of all this stuff that's been going on. Yo!
Teamwork is dreamwork! One with nature. Yeah.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
I think so. Whoa. I think we go through here.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff going on. Oh yeah, there's something like right there. It doesn't quite look right. This bit right here.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it!
If I can climb up here. Oh my gosh. Fine. Oh my. Oh. It's solid ground. Alright. Where else is there? They're not good. I was supposed to smack it? Okay, there.
The rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
I'm there. Oh, saw something. There's something over this way. Right here. I'm trying. Mayday. There. Where'd it go? Oh, over here.
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe if we go more this. There isn't a this way. The game just straight up says no. Alright, where else could there be better? Oh, over here. Say, get over here. There we go. Hey.
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific. Get ready to jump again.
Whoa. Well, I guess we gotta go deeper. And there's a chest. Hello, Chi-Chi. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much feather. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. Yeah, you want that. But, so sleepy. Mode.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Whole world's asleep. Chi-Chi awake. That was impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse. Apparently it does.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Grind set mindset. Hang in there, I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. You sure? Want to close my eyes and dream?
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you. Hu-Tao, what are you doing? Temple on a hill. Old priest greets at the door. Her name's Hu-Tao. And this is why Chi-Chi hates her. Wide awake with fright. You are so mean.
Drat! Hu-Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
Hi. The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Not monsters, just us.
Hotel, Madame Ron, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it's you guys. What up? Traveler, Paimon. Hello.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
We had a little bit of help from my husband, the Conqueror of Demons. Let me guess, the Tian Twin sent you? I knew she'd act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu-Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's really dangerous here.
It's not
Let's
as simple as
bounce.
that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Yeah, we have a shortcut.
Don't worry,
Xiao.
we've got you covered.
Call Xiao's name. You found them? Somehow. Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming? Why, thank you. No need, I'll open the passage now. Hey, everyone, through, now. Go.
Trap! They must have sensed the new way out.
Shoot. Let him come, it's their funeral, courtesy of Director Who. This will take me a minute or
Hurry, we
so.
gotta fend them off.
Yeah! Okay, is it gonna give us like a teen or yep?
Opening box
Gotta
of
make
the
myself a
Death
portal
Matrix.
real quickly.
Rise.
Whoa.
Dancing in the wind.
Wee. I don't even know how this properly works. Ow.
Win it!
Ow. Yeah.
See?
I'm not even sure if I did that right. But I guess we'll find out. Oh, we did it.
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? We're alright, but Chi-Chi absorbed a little too much fatter. Alright, start from the beginning. I was picking herbs, then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
I mean, she is a zombie, so... Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
Post haste. I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Right, Yujing Terrace we go. Actually, yeah, I think I'll probably just finish this part. And then save the rest for next week. Just to kind of space everything out a bit. Also, not to mention that I still have a quiz I need to do for one of my college courses, so I want to make sure I have as much time for that as possible. And that was not smart.
Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
I thought I'd have more space. Whatever. Impressive work, Traveler. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
See, and you thought she'd be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tianxuan. I promised I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. No apology necessary, Doctor Who. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. How bad is this bad? I'd like to know, too, how dangerous is the situation we face, and how does it compare to previous cases? Way worse. Like, way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Me neither. Well, don't forget, the border isn't a part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while, sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every other decade or so. And of course, that is the responsibility of the Wangshen Funeral Parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small fetter leaks. That's an easy fix with our secret art. It burns it all away, no problem. But this time is different. Inside the border, it's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Not so far, no. Well, it very well could be the Abyss. Again. I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity. Oh. Really?
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same.
Especially since we did kind of beat up the big boss of the Abyss, so...
Is Leela's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Ah, yes, I've heard a little about the crisis there. But as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Yep, it's a demarcation line. Life on one side, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death. Just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
Oh yeah. It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the fetter won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Lady Tianxuan, any progress on the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we've deduced the locations of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already? The Tianxuan doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
I believe so. That's the one. You've seen the state of the border. I can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
Seemingly. No, not the whole border, just the part that's been giving us grief. Which is just as well. Reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. What is this 7 and 8 gates method? The 8 gates refer to 8 key nodes in Liu's ley lines. Life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They could be used to direct the ley line's energy.
And the 7?
That's the requirements for activating the array. The array master will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
By obfuscate, they mean...
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
It's basically a, if I go down, I'm taking you with me strategy.
So someone has to die for this to work? But
Pretty much.
you can't seriously be considering this.
They are considering it. They're partway through the plan already. Now, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation. But people just assumed that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. Let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing one part. If you ask me, as long as the Array Master can withstand a huge blast of fetter, they'll be just fine. Oh, do you have any proof to back up this statement, Director Who? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everyone here, unless anyone wants to dispute that. True. Very true. No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as the Tianxuan has found the remaining 4 gates. Director Who? Something to add, Lady Tianxuan? No, there's something else that I'd like to ask about, but it might not be my place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wuwang Hill disaster from over a decade ago?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
No, Lady Tianxuan, I don't think these two events are related. Excellent, well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. We should know the locations of all the gates by then. Right, well, I've still got a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor now.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Lan Yan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Alright. Okay, before I continue, I need to see where the cutoff point is. Okay, so it doesn't give me like a... Right. Whatever.
Useless. Useless.
I'm getting tired.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter.
Nice.
Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Considering what we've witnessed so far with this entire game, it's not exactly a far-fetched conclusion.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Cheeman divination or something?
Hello.
Went to Publix and bought us a Kaneka for tomorrow morning.
I gotcha.
We can still do sushi, but that's not gonna be until like 5 o'clock. So
Fair enough.
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Cheeman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is
I'll
listed
make
as one
sure
of
to
our
put the,
ancestors in the genealogy.
Air fry stuff in the dishwasher before I go to bed then.
yeah, definitely.
But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Cheeman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave
That's
Grandpa quite a
not
fright.
ideal. Yeah, I can understand how that could freak somebody out.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangshang Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they could fix it.
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know. That's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Cheeman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like. When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She'd lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Okay, so Lanyan kind of just ended up there by accident.
Whew, what an ordeal.
Right.
Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yeah, it is true.
Yes. Actually,
Yeah,
that
but
and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Cheeman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method?
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Fair conclusion.
Huh? But Hu-Tao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes.
That does kind of seem like her. Now that I think about it. For goodness sakes. There we go. Headset was starting to die.
Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics. But she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
Yeah. That definitely makes a lot of sense now that you say it.
You think she lied to us?
Probably.
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Oh yeah, she did kind of hesitate on that. That is true.
Yep. Hu-Tao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about what happened back then?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill.
Fair.
I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hu Tao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, this is the, I'm pretty sure this is the first that we're actually hearing of Hu Tao's dad. Interesting.
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic.
I'm kind of starting to
I've
see a
only known
theme
her for a few
where
days.
a lot of pyro characters have extreme daddy issues. To some degree. I guess we should go talk to Hu Tao ourselves.
You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Then that's our choice. All we can really do is try.
Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Excuse me. It's still going. Okay, let's go to the parlor. Absolutely book it. There she is.
Hu Tao!
Traveler, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. Why, is it a secret is it a secret photo of me? Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Jinx it how? Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore. So, keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Alright, I'll quit joking around. Here,
Huh?
take a look.
Wait, are they?
Oh, that's little Hu Tao. That's so cute. Oh, that would mean that's her dad and grandfather. Yeah, my dad and my grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa. So, what happened to him? There was a border incident on Wuwang Hill about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homa to burn away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it, and he ended up dying on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life, it took most of the village out, and left lasting changes on Wuwang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years left in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
Kinda does sound like it, yeah. How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was and still is the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangsheng arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating fetter all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has burned away all of their belongings when they passed on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, only left his hat, but my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows is that he was unable to let go, and the fact he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the worlds where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus, and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time. But as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. My grandpa always said we should live in life and die in death. That's the whole basis of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I chose not to hold back. That I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken, because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm gonna keep talking trash about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I'll know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's a brief history of Wuwang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Thanks for being so open. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your question seems like the least I could do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on all this stuff, okay? There's still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself, remember? Gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. I'll see you at Yujing Terrace in 2 days. This time, we're gonna turn death to ashes. And by 2 days, we mean a week. Cause I am almost out of energy here. I am very much tired. So I'm gonna see if I can do any wishes. So, we'll try to... Whatever. I think we'll have enough to do one more quick wish. Just to see if we can get something. The answer's no. The answer to that question is no. Really quickly, what's our pity? Not counting the wishes that we did today. We'll do a quick pity check and then we'll, 1, 2, 3. So if pity resets each time, then our pity's at 15. If it doesn't, then it's at... Survey says... Then it's at like 73. So rapidity could be anywhere from 15 to 73. Not counting the, like, 1 or 2 wishes that we just did. Which would mean that it's, like, right at 75.
Those memories.
So if pity is kept from the last Chronicle Wish banner, we should be getting something within the next, like, 5 wishes. If not, then, well, I'm definitely gonna run out of time. Because there's no way I can do that many wishes in a week's time. Especially since I can only play those on weekends. Anyways. We have just about run out of time. Sadly. That was fun. Good story. Anyways, that will just about do it for tonight. If you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transfer it over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you have not done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime do get a free 1-month subscription to a streamer of their choosing. So if you have not used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion.